Hey guys, Fwog Dawg here. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use Axiom Pro, which is a Solana-based trading terminal that lets you trade peer-to-peer. So pretty much any coin that you've seen over the last few months, maybe even a year, such as Trump coin, Pepe, Dog with Hat, ton of other ones, those hit retail because they've been mass adopted by the market and they have hundreds of thousands of traders. For example, if we look at the Trump coin, it has 671,000 holders, right? And you can see on the bottom right over here that there's 13,000 pro traders. Whenever you trade, you want to make sure there's a lot of pro traders in there. The more the number goes up, the more likely liquidity is to go up, which is the amount of available money to trade. Holders itself could be bundled up. So you have, for example, a sniper who was given tons of tokens. He may be a holder, not a pro trader. A pro trader is anyone using a real Solana-based terminal, such as Axiom, BullX, or other ones. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're trading with you want to go into a trade that has a lot of pro traders. Now, one of the important things is to get in early, right? Because you don't want to get into a coin that's already hit retail, because once it does, it's pretty much going to get sold on by the pre-market, which is where we're trading on an Axiom Pro. So let me show you, for example, a trade that I had with LulaMP, which is a token impeachment Lula. And just so you know, there's estimated to be roughly 65,000 new tokens a day. So over here, I bought $4.29, which is 0.03.5 Solana. I actually bought in when it was at a 6,000 market cap. So if you were to buy, for example, Trump, which is at a $6 billion market cap, it's a lot of zeros. And divided by where I bought, let's say $6,500 market cap, that'd be a 923,000 times, right? That's an insane amount of money. So if I do times 0.034, which is the amount that I invested in this token impeachment Lula coin, I would have 31,000x my money. So what you want to do is you want to buy in early. So let me show you an example of the coin that I bought here. My current average cost basis was $6,500. And you can see I actually sold kind of early. If I would have held for longer, I could have sold more. But the whole point is not to have FOMO. Once you exit a trade, you get the heck out. So I actually made almost one Solana, which was $121 on this trade. I think it was within a matter of 15 minutes. So there's many coins you can get in on, and all the coins that are pre-launched, like the Trump token, Pepe, Dog with Hat, all the big coins, they all have to go through new pairs. The whole point is to find them early. But because there's 65,000 new coins a day, it's really hard to know which coin to get into. So what you can do is you can use filters. So one of the big things, first of all, you want to trade on the pump protocol. So one of the big things that you want to make sure is that a dev's not holding a lot. So let's say, for example, a dev is holding 5%. At any time, he can choose to exit a trade, and the coin will go down by 5%. The reason why that's a problem is because there's many other factors. For example, there's 11% snipers, which are using different bots and different stuff like that. So whenever you see a sniper at 10%, you should know that at any given second, a coin could drop by 10%. So let me go to another one and show you one. So I have it filtered actually by 5 minutes. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it at 0. So I pretty much have no filters, because I find that the best way to get in early is to use absolutely 0 filters. And you just want, like this one, for example, launched 27 seconds ago, already has 17 pro traders. Now it has 20. It's actually a pretty good trade. So what you do is, before you put in money, you should actually mark where you want to go in, so you can kind of paper trade, right? So I tell myself, for example, I would go in here, right? And then let's say I would exit at 11,000, or where it is right now, right? Boom. So let's say over there, because at any given second, it can get dumped, right? It can get rugged. So what I do is I actually go over here and I estimate if I went in here, 1 second. If I went in here, I would have been up 65%. So if you put in $100, you would have been up $65. So there's many other videos that I'm going to make to teach you, but if you can, use my code, it would help a lot. And you'll see that it's Rocco BSD, and you save up to 20% on fees, and you get money back on every single trade.